October 31st, 2024. It's the Degenerates Unite Weekly Halloween Spooktacular. It's me, your host, DJ Smear Wolf, and I'm joined by the creature from the Black Lagoon. It's Jeremy. What's up, Jeremy?
Trick or treat, baby.
Love to see it. You know, every year we kind of love Halloween. Who doesn't like Halloween? You get dressed up, you eat candy. You don't even have to leave the house. You can just get dressed up in your own home. Nobody's going to judge you. You can do whatever you want.
You can order candy on GoPuff.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a new age that we're living in. But as we move forward, we can't help but look in the past, you know. And here at Degenerates Unite Weekly, we love the Universal monsters, you know. Those guys are enshrined in the Horror Hall of Fame, aren't they? You got guys like Frankenstein, you know what I mean? Dr. Acula.
Mudman.
Yeah, Hollow Man, Wolf Guy.
The Bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah, Frankenstein's bitch, I thought is what it was called.
Oh, yeah.
You got the opera singer man. The split personality doctor guy. You know, like these guys are like legends in the game, you know? Constantly being rebooted into the modern age, whether successfully or not. So today's episode, we're going to shine a light on those Universal monsters that we all know and love and give them their flowers, as they like to say. But we have breaking news here. Beep, beep, beep,
yes.
beep. I got something in my earpiece coming through right now. This is going to be, I have no idea what this is, but
this is me.
Oh, it is you. We said we're going to open the shows with trade talk, and Jeremy has made a trade live on air. So Jeremy, I don't even know what it is, so anything that he says is going to be news to me. Please take it away, Jeremy.
All right, here we go. DUW first. A trade between me and Adam will be accepted momentarily on air. He is trading me Kareem Hunt, newly traded Deontay Johnson, and soon to be coming back Isaiah Pacheco for Nico Collins and Zach Moss.
Okay, well, one of those players is important.
yeah, Nico Collins is definitely the best player, but he also has a hamstring injury. There we go. 3, 2, accepted.
Congratulations. That's cool.
Yep.
Jeremy, the two-time trader of the league. How does it feel? I mean, just being big balls like this.
It feels pretty great, honestly. My T levels are skyrocketing. I've been so aggressive lately. I'm pretty sure everyone likes that.
It's very cool. First live on-air trade. I mean, how the Halloween Spooktacular is already off to an insane start. So I guess that leaves us with nothing more than to just jump right into the Slay Them Mayhem.
Slay them mayhem, here we go. On some touchdowns, leave no one alone.
And I'll start with my game, and that's Zombies Egged My Neighbors beating Nabu Moi. That's Amy's team. And that was a close game. I won 126 to 125, essentially. Pretty much a 1-point difference. And it came down to a Bijan Robinson stat correction on Tuesday morning that put me over the top here. And much to the chagrin of a lot of the league, I did end up getting a win. And I just want to talk about my team really quickly. It's just so inspirational. You got Jordan Love. He went down early in the second or third quarter, not to return. And my guys just looked at each other and they said, we got to pick it up, guys. One of our dogs is down and we got to pick it up. And you love to see that from a team just come together. And, Bijan, Josh Jacobs, George Kittle, and even Brian Thomas found the end zone. Everyone just kind of came through. Pollard. It was just a really big team effort here. So I was happy about this win. Honestly, over the moon.
Can you speak on what was going through your head Tuesday morning when you woke up?
No, so I knew the Bijan stat correction was coming through. There was something on Monday, like a tweet that came out that one of his catches was rewarded to Darnell Mooney. So Bijan's number 7, Darnell Mooney is number 1, and with those stupid jerseys that they have, they actually look really similar. I'm not even kidding. Like the 7 looks like a 1. I got it mixed up all the time. So that came out. It just took Yahoo a while to update theirs. So I knew it was coming, and yeah, I mean, hey, you know, and then on the other side, you have Amy's team, who put up a pretty decent, 125 points is really good. Most of it coming from Jalen Hurts, who got 3 rushing touchdowns. James Conner got a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs busted out like a 70-yard touchdown, I think, and he ended up with 20. Sam Laporte at 8. I mean, it was a really good team effort from her. Her wide receivers slacked a little bit, but yeah, I mean, so she had Puka Nacua on the bench. And I had people chirping me about this on Friday morning because they played on Thursday, and they were like, "Oh, Terry," 2 people specifically, "You're so lucky that she left Puka on the bench. What was she thinking?" Listen, whoever's out there listening, you worry about your own team. The people who chirped me, you went 0-2 this week, and maybe you should focus on your own team a little bit. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about my opponent. Worry about yourself, okay? And I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much.
Next, we have my matchup. That is the Necco's Wafer Necks losing the rematch to This Is Fear, Staffy's team. Yeah, my team, I only lost by 1 point. I mean, 133, or so 2 points, 133 to 132. Important kind of to note, my quarterback, who I drafted pretty high, is getting benched, which is not good. Looking forward, obviously, I got Joe Flacco, who I have a lot of faith in. But Kyle Pitts and Devin Akane kind of been doing nothing for me all year. They each put up over 20 points, so that's kind of a bright spot. Staffy's team we were kind of neck and neck the whole time, but CeeDee Lamb's really the one who turned it on. Ended up with 146 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's kind of what put him over the top. But, 1-1 on the year against the new guy. Take it for what it is.
Yeah, a little bit of positivity to come back. It came down to Pittsburgh on Monday night, and they got you 17 points. Just not enough, unfortunately. You needed.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting them to get me, more, but, onward and upward. I'd say it just update since we left. We took a hiatus. I was in 3rd place, and now I am in 10th place.
How about that?
A lot can happen in 2 weeks.
Moving on, we got Will Satan beating Boo Coffin Crow 107 to 104. This was a close game. This is Ben's versus Nick. And Ben's, I mean, oh my God, coming back from the dead, dare I say, hand through the grave, out of the dirt. It's really cinematic, this performance he's putting on. He was the laughing stock going into like week 3, week 4, and now he's won 4 in a row. And he's in first place in his division. Not many, I mean, outside of Joe Mixon, it wasn't like the most dominant. I mean, his kicker and defense did pretty good, but it wasn't like the most dominant performance across the board. Garrett Wilson got 13, but that's pretty much it. And then on the other side, Boo Coffin Crow, Nick's team, I mentioned him a little bit earlier, one of the people chirping me, and you got your comeuppance, you got your karma, and Jordan Mason got injured early in the game. I mean, you're shaping up to win this game pretty easily. Jordan Mason got injured and got you 1.8 points, and that was the end of it for you. Cook and Otten both did really, really well, but unfortunately, karma did bite you here. Don't chirp people. Focus on your own team. And
worth noting, I believe it was this morning, Stephon Diggs out for the year.
Yes.
ACL.
Yes.
Next up, we got Tyreek 40-yard slash cam losing to Tricker. I barely treat her. 125 to 96. Tricker had Jamar Chase, David Njoku, Ramondre Stevenson, Kyron Williams, like all putting up pretty good numbers in the teens and 20s. And Ian's team has been kind of like on a slide. He's still kind of relying on Alvin Kamara, which isn't going to do it. Tyreek finally got Tua back, but they just really didn't put anything together special. We'll see how that goes. I know last year, as the cold weather came on, they cooled off with it. So we'll see how that goes in the future. But yeah, Ian's, 1 win on the year. It's pretty bad.
Not great numbers either. It's not like he's getting
not close.
Screwed on the getting high. I mean, 125 points this week, but it's been ugly. It's been ugly for Ian. It's. I've been in last place before. It's not easy, but you just got to keep going. Keep go get him, Tiger.
Oh, that's actually a good thing. So this might be seeing Ian run into the ice cold ocean. this winner.
Oh yeah, something to look forward to, or eat the hot chip. Maybe both. I don't know.
They don't. It's they outlawed the hot chip.
They outlawed. Is it like legitimately outlawed because one kid
It's
died?
illegal. Yeah.
I can make my own. I'll make my own
Okay.
hot chip, and I'll send it out. All right, moving on. We got Scaredy Little Spooker beating Decapitated Cahunt 118 to 114. Yeah, this was a matchup between T-Mac and Adam. Came down to, I think, again, another Monday night matchup here. Najee Harris versus Chris Boswell. And Boswell needed to make up like 5 points in order for him to win against Najee Harris. But Najee Harris had a pretty good game. He ended up with like 114 yards or something like that. So good for him. Outside of them, Rachaad White found the end zone. And Kirk Cousins put up a pretty big whopper with 28 points. And Detroit defense did really well too. On the other side, Josh Allen got 20, Shakir got 15, McBride got 16. He's starting to wake up a little bit, McBride. But the running backs is really what kind of held him back. You expect a little bit more from Barkley, Cahunt, and Henry, but they only
Barkley and Henry are number 1 and number 2.
No, for sure.
Rest of season rankings.
No,
it's pretty wild.
No,
and,
yeah, absolutely. He nailed it, absolutely. But you want more than out of your 3 running backs, more than 40 points.
It's definitely a winnable matchup too. So
again, another person chirping me ends up losing. Learn from this, boys. Look inward, like the split personality doctor guy from the Universal Monster movies. Okay, think about it. All right, so that'll take us over to everyone's favorite segment. It is Tales from the Crypt Keeper's Case Files.
Times of victories, homes of all the sin, and the Crypt Keeper's Case Files, a good slice of dream.
And this week we have Biter Batnessborough losing to more DJ, less Witchin, 121 to 91. Not a huge case from the Crypt Keeper's case files here. It was only a 30-point difference, but it was a high-scoring week, I feel like. A lot of I think only 2 teams didn't finish in the hundreds this week in our league. So shout out to, let's start with the winning team here. Bo Nix, starting Bo Nix, 30 points from Bo Nix. I mean, pretty impressive, not going to lie. Devontae Smith got a big touchdown. DeAndre Swift got a big touchdown. Jonathan Taylor got a touchdown. And Darnell Mooney went off. So it was a very impressive performance from Evan this week. And please, you can take the other team.
Yeah, so Jason, and I always hate when people name their team name after someone who's not playing well, and that's Joe Burrow, who had another pretty, mediocre game, losing anyway.
Yep.
Justin Jefferson, 15 points, and that's kind of about it. He did have Marvin Harrison Jr. on the bench, who had 20 points. I think he could have easily fit him in the lineup here.
Yeah.
But when you have like Aaron Jones, Kenneth Walker, you're kind of expecting touchdowns from them, and they just didn't come.
Yeah, and you got Debo, and with all the injuries on the 49ers, you think he would kind of do more than 10 points. So
yeah,
it was a tough squeeze in, but maybe you have too much talent, so maybe you have to trade it. I don't know.
Trade it out.
Trade deadline I think is like 2 weeks away, so just keep an eye.
Make a trade.
All right, so that's going to do it for Tales from the Crypt Keeper's Case Files. Congratulations to Evan.
Tales from the Crypt.
All right, so now we're going to go over to the Mummies matchup Tomb Watch. The Mummies Tomb. Tomb is the 2 in there, if you guys aren't. It's
MB.
It reads better. MB. It reads better on paper. The Mummies matchup Tomb Watch. Just so you guys know. Okay. And this week it was kind of like a no-brainer. Week 9. You got
rivalry week.
Rivalry week. It was rivalry week. Week 8. But I went into the schedule. I said we're making week 9 a rivalry week too. Just because why not? Who cares? It doesn't really mean anything. And yeah, I mean, we got the host off here. Me versus you, Jeremy. How are you feeling about the match? Since we have us both here, how are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, I'm due for a win, and however that works. But I got the trade, so I got a little bit better running back this week. We'll see. I'm pretty confident.
I like it. Right now,
Yeah.
the projections are 107 to 96. They don't mean anything.
Nope.
I'm kind of torn. I have Baker Mayfield as my quarterback because Jordan Love is injured, but then I have Kansas City defense who's playing against the Tampa Bay Bucks, so it's kind of like.
Well, too, is Baker is not going to be allowed to take Zane on the sideline anymore, so that could affect his game.
This is true. So something to look out for. You're not going up against George Kittle. He's on bye, so praise you on that one. So it should be quite a slobber knocker in the Mummy's Tomb and matchup Tomb Watch in Egypt.
Egypt.
Sarcophagus or something. Yeah. All right. Cool. So that is the Mummy's matchup Tomb Watch.
All right, so like we spoke before, we love the Universal Monsters, and we were lucky enough to get one here today. I've been assured he is sitting across from me. This is the Invisible Man. Invisible Man, how are you?
I am the Invisible Man. I can be anywhere, at any time, under the table, but over there on that seat over there. I can be anywhere. I am the Invisible Man.
Oh, fantastic. So let me ask you some questions just about you. What do you what's the craziest situation you've got yourself into being invisible? I'm sure there's a lot of sneaking around and kind of like getting to go behind the velvet rope, so to speak, and sort of see behind the scenes of the world. You must have been in some really crazy situations.
Yes, Jeremy, I am the Invisible Man. So when I am invisible, I can be anywhere. I can be in that closet over there. I can be up in the ceiling. As the Invisible Man, though, I take it upon myself to mostly just stare at people when they're naked. That's my day-to-day.
That's it? Really?
Yes, as the Invisible Man, I can be anywhere. I can be in the shadows. I can be behind the counter. I can be anywhere. So most of the time, I really just want to see people naked most of the time. So,
all right. You just stand there and watch them?
Yes. Going to the toilet, I can be up in the ceiling, looking over the stall. I can be under the stall. Sometimes I get some of that drip on me, if you know what I'm saying. And it's quite exhilarating. Yes. Yes. And most of the days are spent just looking at people naked.
So if you're underneath the stall and you were to get drip on you, it would appear that the drip is just floating off the floor.
Yes, as the Invisible Man, the drip would appear to hit me and dribble down my cheek or any other part of my body as the Invisible Man. Yes.
Okay. Interesting. All right. And do you watch football at all?
Yes. Quite a bit. I've seen a lot of naked people in my days. I've seen the Queen naked after she was dead. I've seen Jude Law. I had an English kick there. I was just a lot of famous naked people, and yes, I have dabbled with the American football side of things, and it's been exhilarating.
Okay, so who are the top 3 NFL players that you've seen naked?
Top 3. I have to say Bill Belichick. I was curious about his new relationship and what that looks like. The folds and the bodies melding together and seeing them naked. And I got a good look at that, and that was quite an experience. He actually didn't take off the hoodie the entire time, which was fine by me.
Okay. I thought you liked them when they're naked.
But some things you're used to seeing them with the hoodie on.
I gotcha. Yeah, the last time I saw a picture of him, he had a Taylor Swift hoodie on.
And yeah, he wasn't wearing bottoms then either. So he's got the hoodie, and the hoodie ends right at the belly button, and then you can see the good
bits. So you were watching a 70-something-year-old man in a Taylor Swift cutoff hoodie bang a 24-year-old?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. What would you give that on the boom meter?
I give that 4 invisible booms.
Okay. Great. All right. Tell me about another player you've seen naked.
Ben Roethlisberger. I snuck into his hotel room. He sensed me and locked the door behind, and I was stuck in the room for so long. It gave me an invisible boner for quite a bit. It was actually quite exhilarating, and he was fully naked, trying to find me, just using his hands and waving them in front of him, and I was just out of reach.
All right. This kind of sounds like a horny Marco Polo type situation.
It was, Jeremy. It was.
Okay. Great. All right. Give me one more player you've seen naked. Something memorable.
Thinking of the Titans of the NFL. Aaron Donald.
He wasn't on the Titans.
If you've seen the shirtless pics of this guy, oh my God, the flexing. No neck, big arms. Oh my God. But then he takes off the pants. And he's got a little shrimp dick, unfortunately. And that just got me going. His shrimp dick gave me the boner I needed that day. And it was great. And as at the end of my list, my special mention of favorite naked people is you, Jeremy.
Oh, no. You saw that?
I was in the toilet getting that drip, and it was magnificent.
That's why I've noticed some of the drip floats sometimes, and it looks like it's running down the bridge of someone's nose and off the side of their cheek.
If you notice physics are off anywhere, it's probably me getting under the stall with the drip. So thank you for having me, Jeremy. This has been the Invisible Man. Look out. I might be watching.
All right. Thanks for stopping by and maybe still being here. Not sure.
Jeez Louise, that was kind of uncomfortable, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, you have this incredible power, and you just, that's it? Naked?
Mm-hmm.
The internet exists. I don't know. I guess it's a kink. Voyeurism, I guess it's a big thing. I don't know.
Yeah. And it seems like, no one, it's not like they walk around naked all day.
No, my guess is he would have to like camp out for a while.
Yeah.
Like follow them around.
He can't bring anything with him, like a newspaper or something, because you'd see the newspaper.
Like floating about. So you can't be on your phone. You're just kind of sitting there like.
Yeah, and
strange.
he can't wear clothes, so if it's cold out, he'd have to like cover himself in. Well, he can't even cover himself in Crisco.
No,
just got to raw dog it.
Yeah. All right, so that'll take us over to Jeremy's spoken coffin kick corner. Take it away, Jeremy.
Ooh, Halloween edition. That's why you can see I'm dressed up in a little Halloween costumes, classic Halloween costume.
Oh, that's good. What is that? So I got a black, like long black hair and a mustache. Are you like John Stamos?
No, he didn't have a mustache, but nice try.
You look like
I'm just like going as like I'm a big music buff, so I just wanted to go as like famous artists.
Are you Yanni?
Yeah, Yanni. Yeah.
You're Yanni?
Yeah, big Yanni fan. You know that.
I thought he wasn't. This is okay. I didn't think he was very like. I know he was like worldwide, but Halloween costume. That's an act of respect. Okay, I can get behind it. A little weird, but sure.
All right. So last week, 2 weeks ago, since we've been away a while, I went 2-0. And last week, I went 1-1. I took my hometown team, the Patriots, to lose. I took the Jets -7, and Pats actually won. So bittersweet, but it's still a loss. And then I took Washington -1. Came down to the last minute there, huge play, but kept us at 10-5 on the 10-6 on the year.
Pretty good, positive units.
And next week we're gonna get even more positive. I'm taking the Colts +5. Joe Flacco, heard of him? He's back. He's been kind of playing really well the last couple of seasons, and he seemed to have a real good rapport with the Colts receivers when he was out there. And I think I'm gonna go Colts +5. All right, next up we got Lions -3.5 in Green Bay. Green Bay's been playing pretty well this year, but the Lions have been playing great. And they're on the road, but I think they're going to be the more dominant team. Certainly a more veteran team, and I like that in those close matchups. Sort of the X factor.
Absolutely, Lions look really good.
Those are my picks.
Love it. Lions, Colts. Put them in now. Don't let the lines change.
Nope.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jeremy. I love your analysis and your research that you put into these.
Just trying to make everyone a little bit of money. You know?
We really appreciate it.
Times are tough.
Absolutely. So I guess that's going to do it for the DUW Halloween Spectacular. I think it went well. I don't know. I think it was okay. Top
Yeah,
tier.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, okay. We'll take that. Any Halloween suggestion movies? If somebody was to watch one Halloween movie, Halloween night, what is it? I got to hear it.
Oh, man. Probably Casablanca.
Love that. Respect
Or,
for the classics.
Yeah, Casablanca, yeah.
Love that. Real talk, Dead Alive. If you haven't seen Dead Alive in a while, really good. Really good movie.
Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson, absolute perverted man who just puts it all on screen. Great gore effects. Hilarious. Very good.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool.
All right. I guess that's going to do it. Thank you for listening. Goodbye. Bye.
Bela Lugos is dead. Bela Lugos is